The Stock Compare tool has been redesigned and is now live. The Stock Compare tool allows you to quickly compare key metrics for a list of stocks. There are several ways to create the list of stocks to be compared. You can type in the tickers on the Stock Compare page or automatically create the ticker list based on the industry or sub-industry of a ticker. You can also compare the stocks from your accounts, strategies, or watch lists. As an example, let's assume that we are considering buying some Home Depot stock and you want to compare Home Depot's fundamentals to 10 stocks in its industry. When the Stock Compare page opens, you'll notice that the column for Home Depot is shaded yellow. This is because Home Depot is the reference stock. The purpose of the reference stock is to use it in some of the scoring options where the metrics from the other stocks will be compared to those of the reference stock. There are several predefined reports available, or you can design your own custom reports. To create a new report from the Stock Compare page, click on the hamburger menu in the top left corner and select New Report. This report editor page allows you to create multiple groups and add metrics to each group. We will create a group called Value. Then we'll add a few factors to the group. Click the Add New button and a list of available factors is displayed. Let's pick price to earnings, price to free cash flow, and price to sales TTM. I can save the report now and will display the values for the factors I have selected. Stock Compare is the option of scoring each metric in the report. Let's look at some existing reports to see the different scoring options that are available. The Value Rank report is an example of scoring based on factor ranks. We can edit this report to see the settings. The price to sales TTM factor is set to lower is better because we want stocks with lower price to sales to get a better score. The stocks will be ranked and the rank is added to each stock's total score. The report will show the stock's factor score in the upper right-hand corner above the factor's value. Looking at the price to sales TTM line, we see that Home Depot got a score of 3, while Lowe's got a much better score of 8 for this factor. If we scroll down to the bottom of the page, we see the total score for each stock. The reference stock is on the left side, and the other stocks are displayed in order by score, with the highest score to the left. Let's look at the other scoring options that are available. The highest and lowest method used above created the score based on rank. The other scoring methods give the stock a score based on the rules you define. The Value Score report has some examples. Shareholder yield is set to multiple highest. This means that the 3 stocks with the highest shareholder yield will have 1 point added to their total score. Another scoring option would have been to select highest. In this case, only the one stock that has the highest shareholder yield would have 1 point added to its score. The same factor can also be scored multiple ways in the same report. I could add another line for shareholder yield and use multiple lowest with a negative score. Then the 3 stocks with the lowest shareholder yield will get 2 points deducted. If we save the report, we can see the results of these settings. The 3 stocks with the highest shareholder yield each got 1 point. In the line below, the 3 stocks with the lowest shareholder yield each got 2 points deducted. The final scoring method gives points to the stock if it is better than the reference stock. Recall that in our example, Home Depot is the reference stock. If we scroll down to shareholder yield at the bottom of the report, we see that the setting is value greater than reference stock. Stocks with a shareholder yield that is greater than the shareholder yield of the reference stock will have 1 point added to their total score. In the example above, we picked a stock and compared it to stocks in its industry. Look at some other uses for this Stock Compare tool. Portfolio123 is a very powerful stock screening tool. But how do you quickly narrow down this list of stocks to determine which ones you want to investigate further? Run the screen and click on the Compare button. The Stock Compare page opens and you can use the reports to see how your stocks measure up against the others in the list. You can click on the Actions button on the right side of the page to export your results to a file. Stock Compare can also be used to compare the fundamentals today to a point in the past using Portfolio123's point-in-time database. Amazon was a pretty average stock until around January of 2009. It would be interesting to see what the metrics for Amazon look like just before the huge gains compared to its metrics today. To get insight into this, do a stock compare for Amazon. Then enter Amazon as the reference stock. And change the as of date for the reference stock to January 3rd, 2009. Now the metrics in the reference stock column are from January 3rd, 2009, while the metrics in the other column are from today, or whatever date you have selected in the report date field. You can compare them using any of the reports. You could also enter additional tickers to see if their current fundamentals are similar to those of Amazon back in January of 2009. That concludes our introduction to the Stock Compare tool. We hope you find this tool useful in your investment process. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.